Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Stacy, please?
This is Stacy.
Hey, Stacy, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Good. It's good to hear. Just calling to check in on you, see how you're doing.
It's a courtesy call.
Yep. Do you ever listen to our show at all?
I think so. I've listened to it a few times. My mom really likes it.
Cool. All right. How old's your mom?
61?
Nice. That's who we're going for. We kill it with 61-year-old moms, so she's the right person that we want listening. Stacy, have you ever heard a second date update before?
What does that mean?
That means that you recently went out on a date with somebody who listens to the show, and you haven't been calling them back since your date, so they emailed us to get you on the phone and ask if they did something wrong.
Wow, that's weird.
It is kind of weird, but it is a segment that we do on our show, and the guy's name is Darren. Do you remember going out with Darren?
Yeah.
Okay, did you like Darren?
Yeah, I did.
You sound very hesitant, Stacy.
No, he was sweet. I remember he was really nice, and yeah, it was a fine time.
Okay, if it was a fine time, why haven't you called him back after he's texted you and tried to call you?
I don't want to, put all his business out there, but, I think that maybe we're just not, we're kind of at different points in our life in regards to dating and things like that.
Well,
so.
in regards to the putting his whole business out there, we talked to Darren, and he told us everything, that he hasn't dated in a while because his wife passed away. He also said that he was very nervous the entire time and was sweaty and gave you an awkward hug at the end of the date.
It's I don't know. I always think, you get nervous at the beginning of a date and you kind of ease into it, but it seemed kind of like the opposite for him. He got more nervous as the date went on. He was, the most nervous at the very end, and, he, straight up, asked me if he could hug me, and then before I could respond, he just did it.
Right.
So I was okay.
You can understand the nerves, though, if the dude hasn't dated for 2 years because of something like that.
For sure, yeah. And, I don't have, any ill will towards him at all. I just don't think that we're really compatible in that way, I think.
Yeah, but he was just nervous. He hasn't been out in 2 years. Look, Stacy, I really want to get him a second date with you. That's my goal here, is to make you go out with him again and give him one more shot. Yeah, it's to force you to go out with him again.
Yeah, I totally understand the nerves, but it was we were talking about his ex-wife, and, I'm completely understanding. I know how it goes, but, essentially what he said was that she is watching over him all the time, which at first I thought was kind of sweet. And then he said that throughout the date, he could feel her, aura or her spirit at the dinner table judging me.
Judging you? What? Did he actually say the words judging you?
Yes, he said the word judging me, and it freaked me out.
Wow.
As if her spirit is jealous, or as in she's hoping things go well?
I took it as she was jealous, she was judging me, how dare, thinking that I'm some easy girl, trying to pick up a dude,
Maybe he said it wrong, and he meant to say I feel like her presence is around me all the time, and she would want me to be doing this. Look, it's probably a weird thing to say either way,
of course,
but I doubt he was saying my wife who passed away is sitting next to me right now. Her spirit is, and it thinks you're a skank. I doubt that's what he meant by that, Stacy.
Well, regardless of any of it, it just really creeped me out.
Did you say anything to him after he brought up the dead wife judging you?
No, it was just weird. It was just really creepy, and I think he just needs to take some time.
Stacy, I hate to get weird on you too, but there is another presence that's listening to this phone call right now.
What do you mean?
I mean that Darren is actually on the phone and heard everything that you just said.
Who's judging you?
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Oh,
Hey,
my God.
Stacy. Hey.
Look, I had no idea that you would be listening to this. They called me out of nowhere, I'm sorry. Are you okay? Are you really upset?
sorry. No, it's fine. It's good, I guess.
Well, I'm really sorry, but I know that you were really nervous, and I felt like I was as patient as I possibly could be, but it's just kind of weird, It's weird to go on a date with somebody and have the person say that their dead wife is judging me. It's my uncle passed away last year, And I can't just say like, oh, my Uncle Bob is, judging you. You have to understand how that would freak someone out.
Well, but it was like a good thing. Like it was good that she was there, and good that like she approved of you. Like she liked you, and I felt like if she likes you, then this is a good thing.
That's kind of weird, okay? I just don't want to know what your ex-wife is thinking.
Well, can we do it again? And like we can go out again, and I mean, I could leave her at home. Can we make it happen?
Look, Darren, like the whole spiritual thing, like it just kind of freaked me out.
Look, Stacey, you're really screwing the second date update up for me because I promised Darren that I would get him a second date with you. Will you go out with Darren one more time?
Come on.
I will pay for a second date.
No, I'm sorry. I appreciate it. I appreciate your time, but no.
Okay, well, at least Darren learned a little bit of a lesson here, and,
Sure.
next time you go out on a date, don't bring your dead wife's spirit, or just make her wait in the car or something.
I guess so.
Yep. And I'm saying that because, the promise I made you at the beginning of this was you were going to get a second date with somebody, no matter who it is. And I don't want you to be awkward when you and I go out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Looks like I got to pick out a nice evening dress, don't I, Darren?
You better look nice.